Let's learn. Now, the modern Christians say that the law does not make you righteous, and the law is burdensome. Well, we're just going to prove that they're wrong. And we're going to start in 1 John chapter 3. We're going to read verse 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. So what is the righteousness that we are to do that would make us righteous? Psalm 119, verse 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. So, John, the apostle whom Christ loved, says, if you do the commandments, you're righteous. Because that's the righteousness. It's the law, the commandments. Let's keep going. It says it again in 1 John chapter 5, verse 2 and 3. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So if the commandments are not grievous, then they're not a yoke of bondage. The bondage is when you don't keep it, not when you do keep it. You're not cursed for keeping the commandments. You're cursed when you don't keep the commandments. You're in bondage when you don't keep the commandments. As it says in Romans chapter, I believe it's 6, where it talks about either you're a slave to sin or a slave to the Spirit, which is righteousness, the commandments, the keeping of the law. Let's go back into the Old Testament. Deuteronomy chapter 6, start at verse 24. This is Moses speaking to Israel, the Israelites. And he says, the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us. So, your righteousness comes if you observe all the commandments, or do the commandments. Same as David said, all the commandments are righteousness. Same as John said, keeping the commandments makes you righteous.